this is your first time joining us on our adventure, we're Lisa and Josh, and after leaving Hawaii, selling our van, moving to Wisconsin, and getting rid of basically everything that we own, we just left for a round-the-world trip for a year. After having our plane leave without us in Rome, we finally made it to Italy, to Europe, to start our trip. We walked all over the place, more than 12 miles a day, seeing the Colosseum, the Vatican, St. Peter's Basilica, just having a great time in Rome. And then we headed to Florence, where we had the absolute craziest night for the EuroCup finals. Italy won and the streets just erupted in party. So today, after recovering from a very long night, we're going around and seeing all the sights of Florence. And we're going to start with the Duomo, this thing right here. So if you could, please hit the like button. The YouTube algorithm really likes that, and that makes us happy. And also, if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start back at the beginning. So we woke up this morning and Lisa's allergies were just going crazy. She was like sneezing and coughing all night. We couldn't figure out what was up, but it turns out directly in our hotel room is just a bunch of mold behind all the kind of cheap plastery wallpaper stuff that they have. Check this out. It's just mold spores. Ugh. I don't think that we can really recommend the Ambassador Hotel. I mean, we didn't book it in the first place, so it's not like we wanted to be here, but whew. That's pretty bad, and Lisa's going down to the front desk to see if we can get a new room, but I don't know if it'll honestly help. I don't know. We'll find out. Good luck. Okay, Lisa got us a different hotel room. I'm not sure if it's better or worse, to be honest, but it does have a lot less mold in it, as far as we can tell. The one really weird feature about this room is that it has a balcony, but you gotta access it by jumping out this window right here. That's the only way to get out to here. Or it's entirely possible that that's owned by this next door room. I guess they might have a balcony right in front of our hotel. I don't know. It's pretty weird, but better than nothing.
Well, I'm still a little upset that there was even mold in our room to begin with, and I had a terrible, terrible night's sleep. This room is a nicer room. Definitely a lot more spacious. Definitely no mold that I can see, at least. It smells a little bit like maybe an animal or something decomposed in here, so we're airing things out. You can also tell that the room is nicer because in the mini fridge, the water bottles are a little bit nicer and sparkling compared to the other ones. One of them even has collagen in it.
Got in that bag.
We got sandwiches from Sandwich Sheet, which is supposed to be a really, really, really great restaurant. The people in there are super, super nice. They have all these artisanal sandwiches. I'm really excited to try it. Josh and I both got, oh my gosh, look, what? Look at that. This is the prosciutto with eggplant and gorgonzola cheese. Josh got the hot salami with something else.
Some other stuff.
Each of these sandwiches were €4.50, so I think definitely worth it.
This is really good. Definitely worth the money. Would highly recommend. We'll put a link to this place down below.
Well, and if you think about how much Subway sandwiches are back at home, $5 for a footlong, I mean, do you get prosciutto in your sandwich?
So because we spent all sorts of money yesterday, getting all excited for the EuroCup final, today we're going to try to save a little bit of money and see all the free sights of Florence.
Since we're just hanging out, thought I might just drop some Duomo facts on you. Did you know that the architect of the Duomo actually had no prior experience with architecture? He was a goldsmith, and the only reason that he got the job was because the city was so desperate to find someone to figure out how to build a dome over this cathedral. By the time the architect had been born, the construction of the cathedral had been going on for at least 80 years. They still hadn't found a solution or the person to build a dome. The way he got the job, he apparently walked in with an egg, asked the judges in a competition to say, if you can show me how to keep this egg from falling over, I will show you my plans. They couldn't figure it out, and then he took the egg, smashed the bottom of it, made it stand up. The judges tried to contest this, but he was like, listen, I figured it out, just trust me. And so they did, and he built the dome. He was a goldsmith, turned into an architect, turned into an inventor. He built one of the most iconic structures in the world with just a simple egg. You should definitely read up about him. Yeah. Nope. Yay.
So much good luck.
We're coming back to Florence.
Hanging out in the various piazzas is just one of the best things you can do. It's really great for people watching. Just hang out here, find a nice place in the shade if you can, grab some gelato, spend a little time here. Don't try to rush through it. We're in the Piazza della Signoria, and it's got this beautiful old castle, just surrounded by beautiful little cafes. It's a nice place to hang out, and I think they have a free water fountain here. We've been trying to find that because we're getting thirsty. Also in this piazza, there's free, beautiful sculptures right outside of the big castle. And not only that, but you can kind of skip seeing the statue of David if you don't want to pay the 20 euros to get in. They have a replica right in front of this. I know, the real one's better. The real one's better, no doubt, but
Is it?
this one's pretty good. So the free water fountain is on kind of the north side of the Palazzo Vecchio. It's right past the actual big fountain, just a little bit down the way in between the two big doors. So something you notice about the difference between here and Rome is that in Rome there's a water fountain about every 50 feet or so. Here, I think this is the only one, at least the only one that we could find in all of Florence. So make sure you stop by this one if you want to fill up your water every day. Now there are two options here. One of them is still water, naturale, and one of them is gassata. So you can actually get sparkling water out of the left one, regular water out of the right.
Can't wait. Oh, I'm scared. Ooh.
That was gonna blow. Plus the first half of the Palazzo Vecchio, that big castle we were in front of just a second ago, first chunk of it is totally free to go in and wander around. So I'd really recommend you do that. It's after your last gelato that you've had, you've probably got room for more gelato, right? I would recommend grabbing some gelato from right around the corner at Gelateria del Neri. You can get, 3 options for about 3.5 euros, and come and check out this nice view. And now begins the great pilgrimage across the picturesque bridge, and then all the way up to the very top of Florence to Piazzele Michaelango. This is a bit of a hike up to the top, but it's very, very worth it. You get this beautiful view over all of Florence. You can see the Duomo. You could probably even see the hotel that you're staying at. It's worth the effort. We found the other water fountain in Florence. It's right on the way up to the Piazzale Michaelango. Alright, well,
we'll see you at the top. It's definitely worth it to get up there. Oh man, it's tiring.
Feels like we're in a jungle.
Sounds like one too.
There appears to be some sort of like kids basketball game / festival going on up here, so not the normal relaxing place that you'd expect when you come up here, but it's kind of nice. Plus it's raining. That feels great right about now. Oh, that was absolutely beautiful up there.
So pretty.
Amazing, amazing. It's a lot nicer up there when there isn't a guy on a microphone just kind of screaming as loud as he possibly can.
I really thought it set the tone.
We got to go back to the water fountain and get a little more water and probably not get hit by this car. So that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, please hit subscribe. It would mean a lot to us, and give us the thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Very felling. Beautiful. We're in the Piazza what? Which one? We're gonna stop at some point, I'm sure. Right? It's gonna be the song we hear everywhere around Europe. Every time I take a trip like this, it's just a song that follows us. It's gotta be Peaches by Bieber. It's the only thing that's right.
What do you got to tell us? So many things to say.